Hello? Hello?
Podcast Network Asia.
Anyong mga K-drama pamangkins, it's Tuesday again. So nagbabalik muli ang inyong K-drama tita for another K-drama episode. And today's episode is very special because it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone! Now, I know that the Western world or yung mga ibang bansa, the traditions nila pag Halloween is usually, going out in costumes, doing trick or treat. And in the Philippines, unti-unti na rin na kumakalat yung ganyang kinagawian or yung tradition na yan. So a lot of subdivision, mga condo, mga villages, or mga barabarangay nagkakaroon na ng event kung saan nag-costume ang mga tao, namimigay ng candies and all that. But I do hope na we still also maintain the Philippine tradition of pag November 1st and November 2, where we also go to yung mga puntod na mga mahal natin sa buhay na yumao na or passed away, and we light a candle, say a prayer for all of them. Try to remember the loved ones that are no longer with us. So hopefully, despite the influence of the Western world and traditions, we still maintain our own in, remembering our loved ones. But gaya nga ng sabi ko, today's episode is again also a very special one because it's Halloween. Now, okay. Eto, umaamin naman ako dito, di ba? Alam nyo naman, if you've been listening to this podcast, alam nyong matatakutin po ako. In the past years, every time that it's a Halloween special, I would always invite people to join me for the episode to share their K-drama favorites in time for the Halloween special. So last year, I invited the camp master of the podcast Philippine Campfire Story, si Earl. I asked him to join me for that episode. Before that, I also invited other people to share their favorite scary Halloween movies or scary K-drama series, things like that. Today, mag-isa po ako. Mag-isa po ako, and the funny thing is, hindi ko talaga alam kung anong isi-share ko ngayon. Kasi wala nga, natatakutin po talaga ako. As much as possible, iniiwasan ko ang anything na scary. Scary movies, scary series. But somehow, abang tumatanda ka, feeling ko parang lalo akong tumatapang na parang hindi ko alam kung saan galing yung tapang ko. Recently, I watched alone a movie called The Wailing. It's a South Korean movie. Nakakatakot po siya talaga. Hindi ko alam kung bakit ko siya ano siya, medyo nakakadiri na nakakatakot, parang ganon. So, pinanood ko siya and hindi ko alam, for some reason, I decided to watch this at around 8 p.m. And before I watch or before ako matulog, I really made sure to watch one more movie, which is a cartoon, just to make sure na hindi yung horror movie yung last memory ko bago ako matulog. So for anyone that is also having problem, let's say that matatakutin ka din, but the people around you, your loved ones or your friends love watching horror movies and gusto mong sumama pa rin, my suggestion is after mo manood ng horror movies, sundan mo kaagad ng cartoons. So, any cartoon movies. Ako, favorite ko yung Mulan. Paulit-ulit ako ng Mulan. Pinapanood ko siya. Tapos, para yun na yung last memory ko bago matulog. So, I find it a way for me na hindi ako nagkakaroon ng nightmare. Yun talaga. Tapos, di ba pag yung magtututbrush ka, yung mga moments na ganun, yung pag spit mo nung water, di ba? Pag nag-spit ka, tapos yuyuko ka, tapos titingala ka, tapos makikita mo yung mirror. Oh my God, lalo na kung may mirror kayo sa harapan ng sink nyo, di ba? Yun talaga yung nakakatakot, lalo na yung kung mga horror movies nga na pinapanood natin, yet that is the most common, the typical type of jump scare thing na sinasabi nila. So, yun, at least pag mga napinanood mo yung mga comedy or mga cartoons, hindi yun yung memory mo. So, I find it easier na magkikilos after manood ng horror movie kung sinundan ko siya ng mga cartoons. So, yun, that's a tip for me. So, yun na nga. So, while planning for this podcast episode, sabi ko talaga, what am I going to do? It's too late for me to invite anyone to join me for a special. And wala rin akong alam na mga pwede kong isuggest. But then, I remember that back in 2014, the Philippines actually watched or had the first ever Korean drama that was dubbed as the first ever horror rom-com. Yes, there is. There is a K-drama that has a very, very good balance between horror and romance and comedy. And that, mga pamangkin, is the K-drama Master Son.
듣고 있나요 내 마음을 보고 있나요
Master Son is a K-drama from SBS TV that was originally aired back in August 2013. So it will be celebrating its 10th year anniversary next year. Pero dinala siya sa Philippines ng GMA na mga around May 2014 na. And sa mga titos and titas of K-dramas dyan, kung naalala nyo, this K-drama was actually part of GMA's prime time because it was such a huge hit sa Korea, and it also was a huge hit nang dumating siya sa Philippines. And back in 2014, kung naalala nyo, yung mga K-dramas was actually medyo naglalaylo na. So, the last time na talagang super hit yung mga K-drama was, I think, 2010 to 2011, yung mga panahon ng Boys Over Flowers, Princess Hours. So, after that, pababa na ng pababa yung number of K-dramas sa time slot ng mga TV. Kasi nga, palakas ng palakas na din yung mga Philippine teleserye. Oh, Senador. Baka yan na naman, makalimot na naman po tayo Pero yun na nga, ando na yung mga Encantadia, ang dami ng malalakas na mga teleserye, kaya pakonte na ng pakonte yung mga K-dramas. So, this Master Son being part of GMA Primetime says a lot about the K-drama. Ganun siya kabongga, enough to be given a primetime slot. Pero nasa pinakadulo siya, medyo gabing-gabi na. And Master Son in Korea was actually aired with originally, supposedly 16 episodes lang siya. But again, it was such a huge hit na nagkaroon siya ng one more episode. So giving it 17 episodes in total. This horror romantic comedy series is written by my favorite writers, the Hong sisters. And it stars So Ji-sub and Gong Yo-jin. Now, the story tells about Jo Jung-won, or Johan sa Philippine version natin, portrayed by So Ji-sub, who is a cold and distant CEO or chaebol ng isang kingdom or isang conglomerate that includes a major department store and hotel. He meets the gloomy Tae Gong-sil, who sa atin naman is si Sunny, yung name niya, who can see ghosts. May third eye siya dito. Nagkaroon siya ng third eye after an accident ng ilang years back na. Now, their lives take a new turn as they discover whenever Gongsil touches Jongwon, the ghost around her disappears. And someone na matatakotin. Si Gongsil kasi dito, matatakotin siya. Ayaw niya makakita ng ghost. Pero suddenly, after niya na ma-accident, pagising niya, she can now see ghost. So, ayaw niya noon, parang ilang years na siyang walang maayos na tulog kasi nga wala siyang maayos na income or trabaho kasi lagi siya may nakaka-interact or may nakikitang mga ghost. But whenever hinahawakan niya itong si Jongwon, nawawala yung mga ghost. So, after much pleading from Gongsil to allow her to stay by Jongwon's side, in return, she must help him recover a fortune that was stolen from him during a kidnapping attempt. So, in reality, this K drama is actually your formulated rom-com in a way. Okay? So, very cold and distant na CEO na may traumatic past. Tapos, isang babaeng struggling, kumbaga. So, it's the formula, it's your formula ng K-drama or rom-com. However, with the addition of horror, eto yung nagpabongga sa kanya. So, talagang na-in-love ako sa K-drama na ito. And it's actually, I don't know if you've seen that TikTok of mine, pero meron akong isang TikTok na ginawa wherein I enumerated the top 5 K-dramas na kapag magkaroon akong ng amnesia, etong K-dramas na to ang gugustuhin kong, or a way for me, parang, ano man pagkasabi ko doon? Oh, parang, if you had the chance to erase or parang mag-delete ka ng memory mo, anong K-drama yung i-delete mo? Para mapanood mo ulit, parang mag-enjoy ka as if it's your first time. So, ang dami kong mention doon. So, I mentioned top 5 of mine, and one of which is Master Sun. Kasi talagang super nag-enjoy ako sa K-drama na to. So, in a way, this K-drama is not only a Halloween special, a throwback episode, but also a very throwback K-drama review. So, let's talk about the K-drama and why I still love it. Now, it's been almost 10 years since the K-drama. Talaga ito yung gustong-gusto kong ulit-ulitin din. Marami lang ako, halos na-memorize ko na siya, kaya medyo naiinis ako kasi yun nga, naaalala ko na yung mga mangyayari. So, if ever talaga pwede kang mag-manually delete from your memory, etong K-drama na to yung isa sa mga i-delete ko para paulit-ulit akong mag-enjoy as if it's my first time watching the K-drama. So yun na nga, pag-usapan na natin on why I love the K-drama and why I think even though it's been 10 years, I would love you to watch Master Sun. Unang-una is the plot. Ang ganda ng plot niya. It's not malalim, okay? Huwag kayong maghanap ng mga life lessons, if ever man. There's no malalim na life lesson na makukuha mo dito. It's a rom-com, okay? For heaven's sake, it's a rom-com na may horror, okay? Maybe the closest that you can get in here, and this is the favorite quote of mine. The quote was, "Sometimes people find the most unexpected things along their path. There are times that when they find themselves in an unexpected place during their travels, they think of it as unexpected luck or even perhaps a sign of misfortune. But they're not all just coincidence. It was a right turn." Parang yun yung translation niya. So, syempre, it's better in the Korean version. Pero, yun yung isa sa mga quotes na nakuha ko dun sa K-drama. And, may na-mention pa din siya dun na parang, bakit daw siya matatakot sa patay when the living is scarier. So, parang, back in 2013, it was really new, or 14, it was really new to me. So, talagang, parang, ay, oo nga no. Parang ganun siya sa akin. But anyway, that is one of the things that I really love about the K-drama. It's the plot. Now, again, yun nga, huwag kayong maghanap ng mga life lessons dito dahil hindi mo yung makukuha dito. Hindi ito mga JTBC K-drama. Ito ay isang formulaic rom-com. We got for some reason, itong si Gong Eugene, she's not called as the rom-com queen for nothing. Pero for some reason talaga, whenever she is partnered with anyone, parang lagi siyang may chemistry. Kahit kanino mo siyang i-partner, bihira ako, well, I haven't seen any K-dramas of her movies. I haven't really seen all her movies. But K-dramas, so far, kahit kanino mo siya i-partner, magkasing edad man, mas matanda sa kanya, mas bata sa kanya, palagi siyang may chemistry. Hindi ko alam kung anong sikreto ni ate mo, girl. But again, she's not called the rom-com queen of K-dramas for nothing, right? So yun, aside sa matinding chemistry, aside sa napaka-formulaic na K-drama niya na from the start to finish, talagang formula siya. So with formulas, alam nyo naman, kuhang-kuha yan ang kiliti natin ng mga formulas na yan. Kasi alam natin na magsisimula silang distant, very cold yung male lead, tapos biglang mag-warm up or matutunaw yung puso niya for the female lead. So yun yung isa sa mga pinakamaganda. But again, aside from that is the addition of the horror. One thing I love about this Master Son, every episode there's always something to look forward to. Every episode kasi, you get to meet a different type of ghost. So may ghost silang laging tinutulungan or kailangan nilang masagot yung kung bakit namala or kung bakit namatay. Parang kailangan nilang hanapan ng kasagutan kung bakit namatay yung taong to. So every episode, you look forward and there's small wins to it. Kasi, yun nga, dahil every episode merong bagong ghost na kailangan tulungan sila. So, at the end of it, you get to resolve their issue. So, parang may small win ka every time na natatapos mo ang isang episode. Kasi nga, na-solve mo na yung isa na namang mystery. But on top of that, to keep you going on to the to the next episode is this one huge story arc about the mystery nitong nangyari kay sa character nga ni Johan. Nakalimutan ko yung name niya sa Philippine version eh. Basta yung character, yung male lead. So meron siyang mystery kasi dito na nangyari sa kanya. Yung parang nangyari sa kanya nung bata pa siya. Tapos, hindi pa niya nasosolve yung kung ano nangyari talaga. So, yun yung mystery na kailangan mong mahulaan or mag-iisip ka talaga kung ano nga ba talaga nangyari sa kanila back then. So, yun yung parang mag-hook sa'yo na to keep on watching. Pero, despite that na syempre dahil nga big mystery siya, so syempre yung win niya is nasa pinakadulo na, you still have the small wins to keep you going. So kahit papano fulfilled ka as a viewer na meron nangyayaring maganda sa mga ginagawa nila. And it's also a way for them to improve themselves. So as we go on with the episode, you also see the development ni Gongshil, yung magiging niya, hindi na siya matatakutin, hindi na siya palaging tuliro. Kasi palagi siya ditong tulala. Kasi nga, matatakutin siya katulad ko. So, imagine mo, matatakutin ka na tapos biglang nagkaroon ka pa ng third eye. Hindi ka pa naman talagang torture dun. So, yun. So, yun yung medyo talagang nakikita mo din throughout the series. Nag-develop siya. And of course, yun nga, the traditional, nakalimutan ko yung Japanese word. Please remind me on any of my social media account. But there's this word that describes yung mga cold and distant characters, yung mga bidang malalamig nung simula pero slowly nagwo-warm up sa female lead or sa male lead. Nakalimutan ko kung anong tawag doon eh. But anyway, so yun, the development of their characters, the progress on the mystery or the biggest mystery of the whole series. And then on top of that, meron ka pang small mysteries that you still get to resolve. So parang hindi ka nawawalan hindi siya nagiging boring sa'yo. Hindi boring yung episode. There's always something to look forward. And kahit naman na hindi mo natatapos resolve yung biggest mystery of the series or about this on the story, meron ka pa rin namang nasusolve na mga small mysteries about the other ghosts na nami-meet nilang dalawa. So yun yung what I love about the series. Kasi it keeps you going talaga. Nahuhook ka niya and you still feel like a winner despite na hindi mo pa nasusolve yung big mystery. Another thing that I love about this series and what you also will still love is the OST. Now, in the Philippines, nung in-air siya dito, unfortunately, I can't remember if all the songs were aired, but I think the main song of it wasn't available. It was instead a song na kinanta ni Julian San Jose. I can't remember the song, pero meron siyang kinanta. Um, for some, hindi ko malala, sorry. But yeah, there was one song na parang yun yung naging theme song niya. Unfortunately, hindi ata nakuha yung rights for all the other songs. But oh my gosh, if you watch the Korean version of it, you will love the OST. It's one of the best for me actually. Napaka-memorable ng mga OST niya. Up to now, part pa rin siya ng aking playlist. Hindi ko siya mabitaw-bitawan because it reminds me of all the good things na yung feeling ko na masaya ako nung pinapanood ko tong K-drama. Ganun siya ka-memorable. So talagang may retention yung song. Maganda yung pagkakagawa niya dikit niya sa kwento. So the important moments, pasok na pasok yung music. Tapos talagang mas lalo kang naiiyak, mas lalo kang kinikilig because of the addition of the music that adds to the feeling, di ba? So parang ganon. Yun yung isa sa mga pinaka-paborito ko ding, or main reason ko kung bakit mahal na mahal ko tong K-drama na to. Yung music niya, yung OST niya. Favorite ko dito yung kinanta ni Hyolyn nung Sistad before. So, meron siyang, yung sa mga theme song dito, kinanta niya. And if I'm not mistaken, may isa din ata dito na kinanta si Gummy and Yunmere. Parang si Yunmere meron din kinanta dito. Hindi ko maalala kung bahala na kayo mag-research. Basta, ang ganda ng OST nitong K-drama na to. Even yung mga niya, yung mga instrumental, ay, sabi ko sa inyo, ang ganda ng mga instrumental songs niya. Ang ganda din ng mga plot twist. Talagang hindi ito boring. This was actually the pick of Hong Sisters. Etong mga K-drama na to. There was also the K-drama na The Greatest Love, Master Sun. Yan yung mga kasagsagan talaga na masaya pa ang Hong Sisters. Kasi ngayon parang hindi ko alam kung anong pinagdadaanan nitong Hong Sisters, lahat ng K-drama. Magsimula tayo sa Korean Odyssey. Diyos ko, lahat na lang. Ewan ko na lang talaga kung sinong nanakit sa dalawang ito, pero lahat na ng K-drama nila malungkot na. Pero etong Master Sun, I guarantee you, masaya. Masaya yung ending niya. Hindi ako nang dadamay. Talagang masayang ito na K-drama. And even if you watch it now, because I still watch the clips of it from time to time, habang pinapanood ko siya ngayon, in the year 2020, yes, yung fashion of course is a bit different. Yung makeup, kasi medyo noong kasagsagan, ito yung mga pale lipstick thing. Yes, medyo iba na yung fashion, iba na yung cellphone, pero everything else, I think even 20 years from 2013, after 10 more years from now, it would actually still be a very good K-drama na hindi, kumaga relatable pa rin. Yung struggle, yung kiligan, hindi pa rin, walang expiry eh. Walang expiry ang pagdating sa mga kilig-kiligan. So, yun yung isa sa mga pinaka nagustuhan ko din sa K-drama na to. Talagang very relatable siya and it doesn't have a specific time. I mean, may mga K-dramas, diba, na parang pag pinanood mo now, hindi na siya mag-make sense. Hindi na siya relatable. At medyo, yung iba pa nga, red flag na. Kasi medyo tagilid yung ideas before eh. Diba? So, eto, safe tayo. As far as I can remember, most of the scenes of this K-drama is very relatable. Yun nga, kung meron mang hindi, it's because of the fashion or because of cellphone before are not so high-tech compared to what we are using right now. So, posibleng hindi nila makontak yung isa't isa kasi ganito. Pero, di ba ngayon, napakabilis mo na ma-reach out yung mga tao. So, yun. Siguro yun yung magiging disadvantage if you ever watch the K-drama 10 years after. But still, in terms of the plot, in terms of the kiligan, the chemistry ng mga bida. And may I remind you also, I forgot to tell you, nakasama pala dito ni Gong Eugene and So Jisoo ang very very young pa at that time na si So In-guk. So medyo papasimula pa lang yung career niya nun eh. So yun, kasama na siya dito as the second, well, sort of second lead, pero actually before, hindi talaga sila love triangle. They also have their own, so para silang two couples. Parang dun nga sa kanila ata nagsimula na merong sariling magkakaibang couple. So hindi sila love triangle na masasabi. It started as a love triangle with So Jisoo, Gong Eugene, and yung character ni So In-guk. Pero eventually, nagkaroon siya ng sarili niyang love team. Although yung love team niya na yun is not so much na parang masyado kong nagustuhan. Siguro yun yung medyo downside nung K-drama. Yung second love team niya was not up to the level or not even half of the level ng romance or yung kilig na nakukuha ko from the characters ni So Jisoo and Gong Eugene. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the characters or maybe also about the acting nung girl kasi hindi ko talaga siya bet. Sorry na. 10 years after, hindi ko pa rin siya bet. But anyway, yun. That is actually one of the reasons kung bakit isa din sa mga magugustuhan mo dito sa K-drama is yung love triangle initially ni So In-guk, Gong Eugene, and So Jisoo. And ang cute dito ni So In-guk. As in, ang baby face pa niya. baby face pa rin naman siya dito. Pero, I mean, siya hanggang ngayon. Pero noon talaga, as in, ang cute niya. Anyway, so yun. Those are the things that I feel that you will also still love even if you watch Master Sun today. As in 9 years, close to 10 years after the K-drama first aired in Korea. Nung sa Philippines nga, pinanood ko yung buong series sa Philippines. Pinanood ko pa siya sa Korea and bumili pa ako ng illegal. I'm so sorry, Optical Media Board, NBI. I am so sorry, pero kagipitan po noon. Kumakapit po kami sa patalim nung mga panahon na yun kasi wala pa kaming Netflix. So right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, nakita ko siya sa Netflix Philippines. Nung umuwi ako, it was available as one of the K-dramas. If not, you can always check it on View or Viki. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, meron din ata sila doon. So, try to watch Master Sun and you would understand why it's one of the K-dramas that I want to watch over and over. And I would love to delete my memory of it so that I can start all over again and enjoy as if it's my first time watching the K-drama. Mahal na mahal ko talaga itong series na to. From start to finish, yung kilig, nakakatakot in a way. Kasi nga, di ba, yung mga, every episode, meron siyang mga new clients na matuturing. So, meron silang na-meet na mga ghost na either tutulungan nila or tutulong sa kanila. And yung mga jump scare, yun talaga yun parang maya may bubulaga sa'yo. So, andun yung takot mo pa rin every episode. Pero, para sa akin, mas nangibabaw yung kilig eh. Ewan ko kung dahil maharot po ako. Pero mas nangibabaw sa akin yung kilig. Maya't maya nakapikit po ako dahil nakakatakot yung itsura ng mga ghost. Lalo na nung pag first time nila makita kasi talagang, di ba pag unsolved pa yung issue, katulad din ng sa Hotel de Luna, medyo nakakatakot pa yung itsura nila. Pero pag na-solve na nila yung issue or parang nabigyan ng peace, yung yumao, umaayos na yung itsura nila. Ganon din yun. So, Hotel de Luna for me, when I was actually watching it, Hotel de Luna kasi was also done by Hong Sisters. Nung pinapanood ko siya, it really reminded me of ditong Master Sun. Pero on a different level lang, yung talagang pagdating sa romance ng our chemistry nitong dalawang bida, si So Jisoo tsaka si Gong Eugene. If you don't believe me about Gong Eugene, hinahamon kita, panoorin mo lahat ng mga K-dramas ni Gong Eugene. Magsimula ka sa Greatest Love, isunod mo yung Master Sun, then panoorin mo yung Camellia Blooms. Oh my gosh. And you would understand why she was dubbed as the rom-com queen of K-drama. But anyway, that is it for me. Hindi masyado sa horror. Kasi natatakot ako mag-usap ng horror habang ginagawa ko tong episode na to. Pero medyo may mga jump scare nga itong K-drama na to. May jump scare, talagang nakakatakot din yung mga background, yung mga multo na nakikita nila. May comedy din, pero basta panoorin niyo yung mga kinikilabutan po ako. Ayoko na talaga mag-usap nito. Gusto ko nang matawid tong episode na to. Kaya nag-focus na lang ako sa drama. Kinikilabutan po ako habang kinikwento ko or na inaalala ko yung mga napanood ko na mga characters dito. Kasi maya meron silang nakikita mga bagong multo. Habang kinikwento siya, habang mag-isa ako dito sa bahay. Ang hirap! Ayoko na mag-podcast. But if you also have seen the K-drama Master Son, I would love to know what's your fondest memory about it. What's your favorite scene na hanggang ngayon hindi mo pa rin nakakalimutan. Tag me on any of my social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. It's all at Anyong Tita. And ayoko na po. Kinikilabutan talaga ako. Ayoko. And with that, until the next Tuesday, good night, kids. I love you, Bruno Mars. Kamsahamnida! Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate us 5 stars. And if you want to be updated, make sure to follow the podcast, hit the notification bell, and also follow me at Anyong Tita on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so you won't miss out on anything. And catch our weekly deep dive K-drama conversations every Tuesday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or other podcast streaming platforms here at your favorite K-drama show with your favorite K-drama tita. Anyong Tita!